W.E.B. Du Bois was the man that he wanted to be. He was the first African American to earn his PhD. He went to school in Germany, which was one of the best schools it could be. He changed how African Americans could live their life. He went to live in Ghana for a life free of strife.
Stopping violence was his destiny. He was a teacher at Ohio University. He wanted to be an African American leader. He was an important scholar and reader.
To give out some information that is up to date on education. On a man who's famous for playing the trumpet, he died on July 1971. He earned his respect that others yet for, named Louis Armstrong.
He was single and women loved him, making one of the best male pioneers of entertainment. The best part was he was African American. While rocking out, he started to put up with racism. Disrespect had definitely come into check. I wish they all would really show some respect.
African American young children really need to start paying attention to Black History Month because they made the world that is it now. Step up and show some respect for the people that made it okay for you to be here as the citizens of this country.
Born in 1917 and the youngest of 20, working in the cotton fields picking a plenty. Perry Pop Hammer and Fannie Mary adopting two girls made them quite contrary. Fannie, in an unfortunate plight, having children taken from her without a known fight.
An advocate she became for constitutional rights, a survivor of jailhouse beatings, she demanded civil rights. She engaged in a freedom walk after the death of President JFK. Fannie Lou Hammer was done with any talk those days. This led to the passing of voting rights. This began to the path ensure and equal rights. A great leader she was, now she's gone and will always be loved.
Miss May, Mr. Carver, and Madam C.J. Walker. Some call them courageous, some call them outrageous. They used to say African Americans couldn't make it.
Miss May Jamison, African American, born in '56 and made it to space again. You could say she had audacity, bravery, and courage. She happily made it. Next time, don't be so quick to pass her up, because now she's a real big mansion living it up.
Born in December, now it's time to remember her name is Madam C.J. Walker. They thought she was just a talker. She became the first millionaire by just doing hair. When she started stacking, everyone started clapping. She was blessed by her success. Even though she didn't graduate, she still was able to manufacture a cosmetics. From an orphan at the age of 7, now she's up in heaven.
Born in Diamond, where everybody is shining, George Washington Carver, born into slavery but still had bravery. He discovered peanuts so everybody could eat them. They all made good choices. Now it's time for you to begin.
There was a brilliant black man named Carter. He was one of the anti-segregation starters. Carter was born on December 19, 1875.
What he did affected our lives.
He was also a slave
Who knew how to behave.
because he went from high school, college, then in principal.
But back then it wasn't so typical.
African Americans weren't known for the important event to stop racism.
When it came to that, they didn't have their enthusiasm.
Because of him, people know Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks.
And not because of their remarks.
His action added up for racism to end in the world. Since then, one by one, it's been all settled.
Here is a man the slaves had liked to kiss, an abolitionist named Frederick Douglass. On February 7, 1817, he was born as a slave, and we wouldn't understand this face.
He suffered nights without his mother while lived through his own.
Growing up in Hayes' eyes, fighting in the Civil War, freedom signs began to soar.
He is a man who changed our lives, the writer who escaped slavery and brought freedom upon us.
He was then and is now a hero upon us.
Our first president now tell you information that's relevant. He helped rebuild communities, provide our nation with plenty of opportunities, strives to make our nation a healthy place, and his office hardworking indeed. Now he will succeed and follow his dreams.
Strike one, here's something I'ma let you know. Satchel Paige had arms like garden hose. He threw so fast his opponents couldn't see. Before they knew it, it was already strike 3. Satchel Paige was born July 7, 1906. He wasn't really rich. He's brought up in Mobile, Alabama with 5 brothers and sisters and 1 mother and 1 dad. Never really had a lot. Satchel Paige got a job carrying locks. Strike 2. Hey yo, what's good with you? I'm fine. Satchel Paige is too. He played for the Cleveland Indians in 1948. He wasn't really great, but as he got more into the game, he learned a couple things like the curveball. He never really called that. He called it the B because it flew like a stinger. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in, do it like a finger. I don't care. Forget about that right now. Let's good. Strike 3. I'll do that.